been a rough month for Marques Brownlee. He's getting cooked on again, but this time for speeding in his car. I speed, you speed, we all speed.
Marques Brownlee used to be untouchable, the king of tech reviews, the gold standard of YouTube tech content.
The leaks are true. I feel like I could start every Pixel video this way because they're always true.
For years, Marques Brownlee built a reputation on honesty, quality, and class. If he said a product was good, people believed him.
But I just got some hands-on time with Google's new budget phone, the Pixel 9a, and right off the bat, there are a few things that I'm really happy about.
If he said it was bad, people believed that too. But somewhere along the way, something changed. And now, the internet's favorite tech reviewer finds himself under fire from the very people who once adored him.
Do you ever get like hate online for anything?
The hate that tech YouTubers get is, oh, you seem like you like this company too much. It's kind of like a sports team type thing.
It all started with a few harsh reviews. MKBHD didn't hold back when talking about the Fisker Ocean car. He called it the worst car he'd ever tested. That might have been fine, except Fisker was a small company and his review hit them hard, really hard. Their stock dropped. Their reputation took a hit. And suddenly, fans weren't sure if Marques was being fair or just cruel. Then came the Humane AI pin, a futuristic gadget with a lot of hype. But once again, MKBHD tore it to shreds. He said it was slower, clunkier, and just plain worse than a regular smartphone.
I'm a tech reviewer, so I'm typically just focusing on the final product, the finished thing. Should you buy it or not?
Twitter exploded. Some fans felt like he wasn't just reviewing tech anymore. He was destroying dreams, crushing innovation. One tweet even said, "With great reach comes great responsibility." And maybe that's when the shift happened. People started questioning him. Was he still just a reviewer, or had he become a gatekeeper? Someone with the power to kill a product with a single video? But the real turning point wasn't what he said about others. It was what he released himself.
So this car behind me here, this is the Fisker Ocean. You might not have heard of it. Pretty new car, pretty new company, new name anyway. And there were a lot of red flags actually going into this.
Enter. Panels, Marques Brownlee Berry own app. A wallpaper app. That's right, just backgrounds for your phone. But here's the kicker, it cost $50 a year. Fans were stunned, confused, angry. Why would someone who always preached about value and fairness suddenly drop an overpriced app with vague features and a massive price tag? The backlash was immediate.
Problems are not the wallpapers or the app design. It's the prices that he's charging for just wallpapers. I can put myself in Marquez's shoes and understand what he was going for here. He was thinking, okay, this is going to be for a niche community that really cares about their wallpapers, is willing to pay a little extra to support the artists and get them in full resolution.
People mocked the app, called it a money grab, said it was the Apple pricing strategy with none of the Apple charm, and worst of all, it felt lazy, unfinished, like Marques had slapped his name on it and cashed in. He tried to explain. He released a video apologizing. He admitted he didn't explain it well, said there were big updates coming.
I never thought I'd see the day where Marques Brownlee is getting crucified on social media. He's literally the least controversial person. He just launched a wallpapers app called Panels.
But to many, the damage was already done. The man who always demanded excellence from others had delivered something subpar himself. The irony didn't go unnoticed, but just when things were starting to calm down, he made another mistake. And this one was dangerous. In a sponsored video for a new action camera, MKBHD showed himself speeding in a Lamborghini, hitting 96 miles per hour in a 35 zone. That's not just reckless, that's illegal. Fans were furious. Some called him a bad role model. Others said he was putting lives at risk just for content. The clip was quickly deleted, but the internet doesn't forget. The comment section turned brutal. Editing out the crime doesn't make it disappear, one person wrote. Others reminded him of his past traffic stops. Suddenly, the tech reviewer known for being responsible and polished was being called careless and out of touch. And it kept going. Every time he posted something new, someone brought up the speeding clip, or the overpriced app, or the harsh reviews.
I made a lot of mistakes along the way, including the fact that I didn't really explain anything. I didn't explain the UI, what was in it, the point of the app, and most importantly, why it had a friggin' $50 price tier. And so appropriately, the entire internet was very disappointed, and that's 100% on me.
It was like a cycle that wouldn't stop. To his credit, Marques didn't run away. He addressed it all. The speeding, the pricing, the criticism. He admitted to his mistakes. He apologized genuinely. He talked about the pressure of being in the spotlight and how much he's learned. But something had shifted. The trust wasn't automatic anymore. Fans began watching him with a more critical eye. Some still supported him, saying he's only human. Others weren't so forgiving. And the once bulletproof image of MKBHD was now covered in cracks. So why did MKBHD's audience turn on him? It wasn't just one thing. It was a series of missteps. Harsh reviews that felt too personal, a product that felt overpriced, a reckless moment caught on camera, and through it all, a sense that Marquez might be losing touch with what made him special in the first place, his connection to the everyday viewer. He used to feel like one of us, a regular guy who loved tech and just wanted to share that passion. But now, some fans feel like he's joined the ranks of those elite influencers. Too big to care, too safe to fail.
This is MKBHD, the most powerful man in tech, and he just bankrupted a $3 billion company with one review. Marquez Brownlee is known for giving tech reviews to his 19 million followers, and in February of 2024, he tried a new electric vehicle called the Fisker Ocean. Now, right off the bat, there were a lot of red flags. For example, they didn't want him to review the car. They had promised him a PR car, but it never came. So he just went to a dealership and got one himself. Let's keep in mind, companies are begging MKBHD to review their products. Like Bill Gates and Tim Cook, who are giving him exclusive looks at new products just to keep him in their good graces.
But here's the thing. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is how they bounce back. And if there's one thing Marquez has shown time and time again, it's that he's not afraid to own up, learn, and move forward. Still, the road back to trust won't be easy. The internet is a tough crowd, especially when you've spent over a decade building a reputation as someone who tells it like it is, because the moment you slip, that same standard gets turned on you.
Other things that we wanted to announce during that keynote, but we didn't get across the finish line on time. So yeah, there was less content than we originally planned for. But I mean, I think it's still better to have done that than not, because if we hadn't done that March thing, we would have gone from July the previous year to July the next year without existing in a lot of people's minds. So it's a trade-off. It wasn't the best, but I believe we had to do something.
The audience didn't just turn on MKBHD because he made mistakes. They turned on him because he's not supposed to. That's the price of being the best. One misstep, and the crowd turns. But maybe, just maybe, that's what makes this story so human. The king of tech now has to prove he deserves the crown all over again.
MKBHD just responded to people making fun of his $50 a year wallpaper app and defended it, saying this.
At the end of the day, the mass, like most people don't change their wallpaper all the time, and I understand that. And so I think, yeah, people will just hop on Google Images and find whatever they want. Totally cool. This is, as we knew from the beginning, like a small group of people who wants a specific answer to a question, which is, these are some cool wallpapers I want. Let me see where I can get them.
But here's the twist. Redemption is always possible. Marquez owned up, explained, and promised to do better. Now, it's a waiting game to see if actions will speak louder than apologies. What do you think? Has MKBHD earned your trust back, or are his golden days behind him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm reading every one of them. And if you liked this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more drama, tech, and everything in between.